Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know Mr. Bhakta is a remarkable and knowledgeable individual. So why not see what unfolds when two great mind meets? I would like to request Mr. Siva Koka to join us on our stage for a quick chit-chat question session.
I just took his permission without his, prior things. So normally we will have a fireside chats and things, but we want to have I just want to name it as a quick side chat or quick podium chat. Okay. Sure. So with your permission, I am just taking this.
Standing,
we can
right?
just standing yes. In front of. So maybe some of your I think that the introduction. I think we missed a lot of points. How many people know Razor Pay? You come across Razor Pay? I think everyone is using that. So how many people know that they have acquired a company called EasyTap? 1, 2. So he is one of the co-founder of that, and he was the CTO for that. And you know how much? So I think as per the news thing, it is $200 million. It was sold.
You'll never believe what is published on the news.
anyhow, that's why I'm not asking what is your net worth or things like that. I'm not getting. I just want to set the tone. Yes. So whom you are talking, and one thing. First, I want to talk. Just can you tell about yourself? Your background or something like that. If you just 1, 2, 3 minutes, just to make the people,
Yeah.
how did you come?
Don't mean to bore you guys, but I was born and brought up in this city, just like about 10 kilometers down in a place called Domlur. When Domlur was on the outskirts, we used to ride on our bicycles and come and do picnic on Vartur Lake. So I'm also that old. Then I studied here, St. Joseph's, UVCE, for people from Bangalore. We know the great colleges. Like a lot of people, I also went to US in the 90s without thinking. Did my master's in Arizona State, worked for Intel. I have a hardware background and embedded firmware background, that's all I do. Then moved back in 2006 for various reasons, and I've been here since then. As Shiva said, I worked for Intel for a couple of years in Bangalore, got frustrated, and then tried to do something on my own in my old age. Whenever you think of entrepreneurs, you think of them coming out of college and all that, but I'm like an exception, I think. Then I started EasyTap. Basically, we rode the wave of the digitization of the Indian economy. I think that was a huge opportunity. And now the huge opportunity is the energy transition. We are moving from hydrocarbons to electrons, and that's a huge. Everybody has realized. I don't know whether anybody saw the important small things always attract my attention. Saudi Arabia, which is like depends on oil, right, for all its activities, is installing a rare earth processing plant. So they are also seeing the future that we are moving away from hydrocarbons.
Rare earth processing or rare earth?
No, rare earth processing.
Means what? What they're trying to do?
So they'll get the ore and produce the rare earth minerals.
Oh, they produce the rare earth material.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Go look it up. Saudi Arabia, of all people.
why we can't do that?
That is a difficult question.
Okay.
That is a difficult question.
Okay.
But the key is, I was in Dubai last week to drum up business and investment, and those GCC countries are seriously looking at it. I think they are. It's very difficult to predict what will happen 10 years from now. Hopefully 10 years from now, hydrocarbons will be less important than electrons. And that is why there's a huge opportunity, and we have to solve all these rare earth problems and create products from India. So.
Yeah, thank you. So you mentioned that Intel, So when there was no Intel office, I used to work for Intel when there was no Intel in India.
Oh, wow.
That's in 90s. Anyhow, so that's just to make synergy each other. So second thing is the EasyTap, of course, that's a point of sale terminal. It's a more software oriented and with hardware things. So I think when I come to the Chara, I think it's a more mechanical thing and all. So how you got into this thing,
Yeah, I think at least one of the persons in the audience know about our history a little bit.
Who is that gentleman?
Ramesh.
Ramesh ji. Okay.
So when we started, but the larger opportunity is sustainability and the energy transition. We looked at various parts of this whole chain, and we identified motors. We said we wanted to build motors from first principles in India. Apart from all other problems, we still don't design motors and controllers very well in this country. So we wanted to do that first. And when we looked at deeper, then we saw this rare earth problem 6 years ago. We are 6 years old, by the way, and we have not changed a little bit.
In terms of idea.
In terms of idea. One thing we have changed is, just to answer your question, we thought we'll be a design and licensing company. That means we design the motor, some customer like him comes and says, design a motor, he's laughing, you know.
You want to be ARM.
Yeah, actually, now that you know ARM, right?
Yeah.
Our tagline at the end of our original presentation was we wanted to be the arm of motors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then for various reasons, business reasons, it did not work out. Whenever we spoke to customers, they said, this is all a nice story, but give us the motor. And that is when we pivoted to manufacturing. And we had to deal with all the mechanical, this one. So we have hired, we have Ravi with us, who is a motor expert, and bunch of very smart guys. We now have PhDs, not only from our tier 1 institutions like IITs and NITs. We have 2 PhDs, one from Carnegie Mellon, one from Europe, you know, looking at all these things.
So I understand now from the IP to complete product you are giving, right? I think I heard that you have started a manufacturing plant. So you want to produce in bulk. Yes. Because 500,000 pieces you want to sell means I think it's going to be huge. And I understand you got some recently 52 crore investment also.
Yes.
So any plans for IPO or something like that?
So that is one thing that has changed. We are going into production. We'll put up a bigger plant somewhere on this side of town towards Hosur. We now have a plant in Peenya. When we started EasyTap in 2010, the only way to exit for a startup in this country was through a merger and acquisition. There's no other exit path. And even when we started Chara in 2019, that was the only option. That was the only way to make money out of startup. But one thing that has changed in the last 2-3 years is that the public markets in India have matured a lot. So now, if everything goes well, you know, we also want to go IPO. But our target is end of the decade. We have to build like a 1,500 crore revenue company, and then we'll think of going IPO.
So, a company to watch, Chara.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe.
Okay. So coming to the.
Excuse me, I had one question actually.
No. I'm just asking. We have 2 minutes more time. 1 minute. Okay. So on the technical aspects, end of the day, one is mechanical things and one is electronics. Again, the semiconductors, all those things, you are again dependent on. Especially you want to drive the motors. You want to build the driving system or inverter, whatever those things. So you are depending on the outside technologies. So that is again a big bottleneck is going to be there, or how do you see? How do you want to overcome that? Do you foresee in such kind of stuff?
So we build the motor and the controller. All the materials that go into the construction of the motor is sourced from India. The controller is a different story. All the semiconductors are coming from outside. The processor, the drivers, and the power devices, MOSFETs and silicon carbide devices. And that is a problem. Looks like we are serious in putting up semiconductor plants now. Hopefully we will see these MOSFETs and come out of the Dholera plant soon. I don't know what the Dholera plant is going to produce. If anybody knows, let me know. They did come to us, the Tata Electronics guys. They looked at our bomb. We showed them our bomb, what we are using. But we don't know what they will produce. But having said that, I think there's one company in Andhra Pradesh which is trying to do MOSFETs. We have started testing their MOSFETs. Sagar Semiconductor, I think. It's public. They are doing a good job there. I think first getting the wafers from Taiwan and then doing the ATD, and then eventually they'll start processing here. So we will support any local manufacturing of MOSFETs and driver ICs. But hopefully by the end of the decade, we'll use this, at least half the BOM from India.
Fantastic. That's a very interesting thing to know about it. And because of the time, I think the next session is going to start now. So just last but not least question for the young entrepreneurs. Any entrepreneurs are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4,
lot of them, very
5. So yeah, that's good. So I think suggestion or guidance are from your side. So we'll take this platform as one of that. I don't know what kind of thing they are into, but in general you can, because now you are into different things from software to different mechanical side. So maybe you can just give a idea.
There are many reasons people do crazy things, run a marathon, climb Mount Everest or some other smaller mountain, or do a startup. All are equally hard. You just have to figure out why you are doing this, and please don't do it for money, because it will be a painful process. That is the only thing. The other thing is, I think the value of patience and perseverance is severely underrated, not only in this country, even in other countries in the startup world. I think the reason is, I've tried to analyze why is that the problem is, when you open the newspaper like Economic Times, you always see the companies which are successful, which are growing at a fast pace, but there are like a million other companies which are doing like slow, steady, good work. Like my previous company. We were never $1 billion company, but we sold it for a good price. I think the patience and perseverance is something that we all need to have, especially when doing deep tech startups.
I think Ashwini Vaishnav, I think Piyush Goyal was actually, expressed his view that, apps and kind of things, startups are actually doing, where making food delivery, these things, that is okay, but, this kind of products is very, very rare. Yeah. So I think.
Like a rare
like a rare rat. That's like true.
It's just a little bit harder.
And it's very difficult, I know, the kind of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hello, I have one question.
Sure, please go
Who
ahead,
wants
sir.
a question?
It's about a ceramic magnet, which is naturally occurring, plumbate group and garnet group. You didn't mention about that. They are not having any iron at all, but they are very powerful magnets used in all those high resistance material. All those metros in Paris, I am regular visitor to Paris. There also I see that 4 tracks at a time. And I think these are some of the high resistance materials used there, and they don't have any iron at all. You told about iron nitrate, na? Yes. It may be a new innovation. But these ceramic magnets are popular there in that Konark Singhasan. You remember, anybody knows that Konark Singhasan made of stone. And that stone had this ceramic magnet, which was attracted by those seashore ships. Then it was removed and put it down. Otherwise, the ships were getting attracted towards the shore side of this Puri. So those magnets are very powerful magnets in high resistances. You can use in some of the important rotor mechanical system. All those hanging trains and New York trains you would have seen. And I mean to say that one. Okay?
I'll look it up, sir. As I said, I'm not a chemistry guy.
No, I'm a material science. You are material science. I'm also material science.
I am not material science at all.
But you told more about material science, if I'm correct.
Yeah, we learned in the last.
Since there is no question, I
Okay.
think we will take the questions off the side. He will be here till lunch.
Yes.
So you please hang around. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bhaktah and Mr. Siva Koka, for sharing such an engaging conversation with us. So now, to honor our speaker, Mr. Bhaktah, I would like to request, please join us on the stage to receive the memento. I request Mr. Siva Koka to hand over the token of appreciation. A round of applause for his valuable contribution.